targeted to have our first microfinance under Sedekah House in 2020. She said to us that this financing somehow gave some hopes. Yeah.
Diagnostic influence as well. MashaAllah.
He mentioned about the theory of bonsai tree.
Bonsai.
Yeah, I have repeated a lot of this thing because it really grounded in myself that we have to embrace this kind of worldview when we do the social finance. We have to make friends with, especially from the people at the ground that have spent their time with this target segment, so that we can understand this persona.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Welcome to session 2 or part 2 of Very ASAS. It's Ustaz Zikri Shairy, the director for finance and social finance division, Bank Islam Malaysia Berhad, the person who are involved deeply together with their dedicated team on Sedekah House of Bank Islam. Ustaz, when we started Islamic finance in 1983, we started with almost zero, where we have few banks that we can take example, but Malaysia started Islamic finance in a very organic way. So now, come 2025, there are few jurisdictions who just approved the legislative for Islamic finance. So do you think they should start straight away with the commercial side of Islamic finance or Islamic banking together with the Islamic social portion of Islamic banking as what Bank Islam have now, or as what Malaysia is promoting via Bank Negara and the IT card? What do you think? Should they start together or how?
Yeah.
What's your advice to the new jurisdiction and the new bank, Islamic bank, to be set up outside Malaysia?
That's very challenging question, Haji Mahta. I have involved a bit in Maldives Islamic Social Finance Initiative.
Okay.
Maldives government, they replicate the model of Sedekah House and with some modification to suit with the existing reality of Maldives. So they launched MISFI, Maldives Islamic Social Finance Initiative, in May 2025, launched by the current president of Maldives. So it depends, actually, to answer that question. It depends on the country, whether the Islamic bank already matured or not. And also it depends on the acceptance, especially by the stakeholders in that country.
Okay.
So, for example, if the Islamic bank just started in that country, so we have to balance the priority, which is more priority, whether or not we have to grow the Islamic bank first before we bring in the social finance within the banking framework.
Okay.
But I believe in certain countries where there are Muslims, there are zakat authorities, there are wakaf authorities, for example, which still can play the role of social finance, but it's not within the banking framework.
Okay.
So like in Malaysia and Maldives, Malaysia, because the central bank really promote the social finance, it's stated in the financial sector blueprint 2022-2026, right?
Okay.
And also Maldives, the central bank as well, promoting the social finance. So I believe that both central banks, they have studied, they have observed the maturity of the market.
Okay.
They know that the ecosystem of the Islamic bank already there, and now they decided this is actually the next phase of the Islamic finance or Islamic banking industry of their respective country.
Okay.
But for the new countries that want to set up the Islamic banks, I would say that these two things have to be studied first.
Okay.
Yeah, the acceptance as well as the maturity level of the industry in that particular country.
Okay. All right. Let's go back to the operation of Sedekah House. I think previously they were talking about Bangkit and Maju. So that model, that structure still remain until now, or what are the development on that part operationally?
Yeah. Actually, COVID COVID-19 accelerated a lot of things
Alhamdulillah.
under social finance.
Alhamdulillah.
We actually targeted to have our first microfinance under Sedekah House in 2021.
Okay.
But it's being expedited. In 2022, we launched
Okay.
the iTekad Maju first.
Maju. Maju in Malay mean in English. In English
we
mean
call it as
progress.
progress.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I take out progress. Okay.
Yeah. So that's the higher level actually of
Okay.
the microfinance under our portfolio.
Okay.
And it's funded by the Bank Negara Micro Enterprise Facility Fund.
Okay.
It's not directly from the Sedekah House.
So the 4 million allocated by the government?
The 4 million allocated by the government is not by the government,
Okay.
by the institutional donors.
Okay. Alright.
So they allocate for the iTekad Bangkit,
Okay.
the 0% for Abdul Hassan.
Okay. The Bangkit mean the startup.
The startup, the Rise.
The rise. Okay.
Yeah.
The rise and also the progress.
Yeah.
So Bangkit and Maju. Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. Come back to your
Yeah.
your structure.
But the most importantly, in this intervention, I call it as intervention.
Okay.
The capital is one of the interventions.
Okay.
But we have the handholding program, coaching. We have 5 strategies
Yeah.
to develop the entrepreneurs.
Mm.
But along the way, we our aim is very clear to nurture this underbanked segment to become bankable.
Okay.
I take up Bangkit, we have a smaller size of micro entrepreneurs.
Okay.
I take up Maju is the higher size or bigger size of micro entrepreneurs, but they are still unbankable
Okay.
or maybe underbanked, I would say.
Mm.
But again, after 5 years of implementing this iTekad Bangkit and iTekad Maju, we observe some challenges by these underbanked entrepreneurs to become the SME
Oh, okay.
level of the entrepreneurship. A lot of factors in terms of the business strategy, in terms of documentation and whatnot. So inshallah for 2026, we actually currently are cooking one solution, become the bridger between iTekad Maju and the SME
Okay.
banking and financing.
Okay.
So this intervention would be different as compared to iTekad Bangkit and iTekad Maju, whereby we are diagnosing later our entrepreneurs to identify the gaps so that they can become the SME later on. So a lot of things like readiness of their financial statement, their audited account and whatnot. So this is the thing that we will diagnose and we will give additional advice. Very unique, particularly to one entrepreneur to another entrepreneur.
Okay.
Because different entrepreneur will have different gaps and weaknesses for them to stepping up to the SME level. So that's we are evolving currently. Inshallah, hopefully we will see more people now become eligible to become SME. And from there, they will increase in terms of their job creation, and our economy and community will spur in terms of become more better as compared to previous.
If you don't mind, I have 2 candid questions on this part. One would be on the structure side. If you look at any jurisdiction, most of the jurisdiction, maybe some of the jurisdiction that I come across, they have commercial bank, they have development bank. Don't you think that this function of developing people should come under the development bank function? Why is that not materialized for the purpose of the development? You have any comment on that?
Yeah, that's very candid. I don't say it is not materialized.
Yeah.
It is a progressing
Yeah.
under our DFI. I think it depends on how the DFI, the development bank, is incorporated in terms of the mandate.
Okay.
Currently in Malaysia, we have the Bank Pembangunan,
SME bank,
SME Bank, Exim Bank. We have also BSN.
Yeah.
Right. So it depends how the mandate and how the role is played.
Okay.
But I would say that they are contributing a lot to the country.
Yeah.
especially BSN, where they have the microfinance that really designed for the retail
Okay.
SME,
Correct.
including the micro enterprise. But again, it depends also in terms of the design and the source of fund.
Okay.
So the development financial institution, they are relying on the perhaps the capital from the government.
Yeah.
But our commercial, we need to rely on the other source of fund.
Okay.
But in our intervention, like in Bank Islam or under Sedekah House, why we really want to bring these micro entrepreneurs that is under bank to have microfinance, because we want to create the credit history.
Okay.
They will have record in the CBM, Credit Bureau Malaysia, in Zikris, and also when they follow our program and modules, this will have a complete record for them. Before this, they don't have enough data for a commercial bank to evaluate, to do the credit scoring, because they don't have exposure,
Nothing.
nothing.
It doesn't exist in the system, in the radar.
Yes, yes. So they have the data sometimes in CITOS.
Okay.
Why? Because they fail to pay, for example, one telco bills,
Okay.
for
Yeah.
example.
That's all.
Yeah, that's
A delay, maybe a skip or whatever.
true.
Yeah.
True.
Okay.
But they don't have other things that really facilitate the commercial bank to do the credit scoring. So that's why we also joined the bandwagon
Ah,
together with the DFI
okay.
to provide another choices
Okay.
for them to choose. Yes, we can apply from Bank Islam if they are eligible. So they will undergo all the intervention program, the hand-holding program, and what.
You seems to know what my second question is about. So the normal remark that given to Islamic Bank globally or generally is that we are also contributing to the personal debt. So now you are uplifting the unbankable, those who are not eligible for funding, to the next level that expose them to the banking or debt. But what make these people different from the normal people that just go for normal funding or personal funding, and at the end doesn't contribute to the real economic activity, and also contributing to the growth of the personal debt? Is that if that possible to share?
I think that's most important of having responsible financing framework.
Yeah.
Like we have in Malaysia, we have the responsible financing guideline by the central bank itself, right? And I think the same goes as well to this underbank segment.
Yeah.
When we really particular when they applied for our microfinance,
Okay.
we really scrutinize the purpose. We really scrutinize in terms of their business plan to have additional capital by way of this microfinance.
Okay.
We will have a lot of due diligence on them.
Okay.
And this also good for them to have experience, to know how the bank behave,
Okay.
how the bank thinks of when the bank considering to approve microfinance. But Alhamdulillah, I think throughout our experience, the NPF, the non-performing financing, is about 2.4% from this segment.
Oh.
And what we learned, some people ask me what contributes towards the small NPF rating.
Yeah.
So I would say that some of them is because of they really appreciate the financing given to them.
Yes.
Before this, they don't have that.
Yeah.
They don't have that. That's number one. Number two is because of we are working together with the training implementation partners. We have business coach. We have the relationship manager that assigned to the individual entrepreneurs.
Okay.
So they feel obliged and they feel someone with them, and they need to repay as the what we call as this is also contribute back towards the other communities, because we will use the fund for the others.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think this would differentiate the new unbankable people that you have raised up through this program. because you mentioned about the coaching, the hand holding, the reminders, the scrutinization. Hopefully, they will become a better businessman. They will not simply go for the lavish uh, businessmen that when they first get the funding, the first thing that they buy is Mercedes Benz,
Yeah.
or the first thing that they will do maybe uh, focusing on the one rather than the needs of the business.
Yeah. In our case, Haji Mata, sometimes we are touched when some of the micro entrepreneurs that we give financing, they will send us some photos.
Ah,
They said that I have received these machineries using the fund that I received from Bank Islam,
inshallah.
the financing. So it really gives some, what we call, we're really excited to
Yeah.
see this kind of people that really appreciate
Yeah.
that kind of opportunities given to them.
Ustaz Zikri, we will end our second part of our podcast on Very Asas with two story. One success story that you have witnessed, one touching story that you have also witnessed throughout your journey with Sedekah House. If you can name two.
Yeah. Let me see whether this story can be combined,
Okay.
the success as well as the touching story.
Excellent. Yeah.
But let me start with the touching story.
Okay.
So we have one lady entrepreneur in Malacca, Kak Ma. She was a cancer fighter, already at the stage 4.
Diagnosed for stage 4 cancer.
Diagnosed stage 4
MashaAllah.
breast cancer.
Okay.
She's very depressed, knowing about the health condition as well as the financial condition that she also faced. So the life is very difficult.
Okay.
She even stay and sleep in the shop. She ran the
Tailoring.
tailoring business
Yeah.
in Malacca.
Okay.
So once we provided the financing from one financing, and then we added more financing throughout the period, because we see the progress, the repayment patterns and so on.
Yeah.
And Alhamdulillah, we also brought our board of directors and management to visit her in Sungai Udang. The business is very niche.
Okay.
She provides the tailoring services for the army.
Sungai Udang is all the commando.
Yes.
Where the commando and the armies are.
Yeah. She do some repairing, alteration on the army uniforms.
Oh,
Yeah. She doesn't receive the order on the normal
Hari Raya.
Hari Raya not. Yeah.
Okay, alright.
So what we see, Alhamdulillah, the health condition is improving.
MashaAllah.
She mentally stable after that, because she said to us that this financing somehow give some hopes.
Diagnostic influence as well.
True.
MashaAllah.
True. So this is the thing that we didn't expect happen throughout the financing. It also not only measure the growth and the profit, but it really touched the life of the people. So from there, some of the reflection we do that, yes, through the social finance, we can prove that Islamic finance is not only about growth and profitability only, but it also can talk about the dignity, about empowerment, about a lot of livelihood betterment that we can see on our communities.
Okay, we will come back with our last section, part 3 of Very Asas with Ustaz Zikri Shairy. We end up our second section just now with a combination of a very sad and a good story. So stay tuned. Come back for our third session, where we will get some advice and also reminder from Ustaz Zikri on behalf of Sedekah House on the next approach of social finance within commercial entity or commercial finance of Islamic finance in general. Stay tuned. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Wait for our third session, insyaAllah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Welcome back to the part 3 of Very ASAS with Ustaz Zikri Shairy, the finance director,
Finance.
social finance director for Bank Islam Malaysia Berhad. On this last section or last part, Ustaz Zikri, I just want to seek your advice. Maybe to the international Islamic bank outside Malaysia, or maybe to a certain extent to Malaysian Islamic Bank as well, on the importance of participating in this ITCAD initiative, and also for the international institution to consider. Maybe not in the new jurisdiction, in the established jurisdiction that has already covered the first part of Islamic finance growth that we talked about in the previous session, that now they should consider as well the component of what ITCAD and Sedekah House that we have in Malaysia. Ustaz Zikri.
Yeah. From 2018 until now, our team, social finance team in Bank Islam Malaysia Berhad, we have not stopped our exploration on new knowledge on social finance. When we started social finance in 2018, we saw some lack of what we call training or program on social finance being discussed in our Islamic finance fraternity.
Yes.
So we bring ourselves to the fraternity outside Islamic finance.
Okay.
We have met a lot of philanthropists. We have met credible and big NGOs, and to a certain extent, like some of us, we participated as the fellow in few international fellowship that really focus on the social impacts. So until we discovered one writing by Professor Muhammad Yunus in his book Social Business. In his book Social Business, he mentioned about the theory of bonsai tree.
Bonsai.
Yeah, I have repeated a lot of this thing because it really grounded in myself that we have to embrace this kind of worldview when we do the social finance. He said about the bonsai tree, he said that if we take the seed of the very high and tall tree and we plant this seed into a very tiny flower pot, later on we will have a small inches tree. That's the bonsai tree. It's not because of the seed itself. It's not because of the generation before. That's because of the environment that really give the seed to grow, right? So we get the
maybe one less than 5, 6, 7 inches.
Inches of the
trees.
So he said that poor people is like bonsai tree. He said. So it's not because of the generation. It's not because of the seed of the people. This is because of the surrounding ecosystem that inadequate to give them or to enable them to unleash their potential. So he said that if everybody can play the role, so inshallah these poor people can really grow in terms of their potential.
You have the patience to cut, to trim, to enjoy.
And instead of in the tiny flower pot, you put a very big garden, for example. So that's the thing. I think this is also like us, whether we are in the training academy, whether we are in association, our in bank or in corporates or government, we have to play our role accordingly. We have to synergy between among the stakeholders so that this segment will be taken care in a very structured manners, so that we can foresee the impacts and we can project for the impacts. So this is where I think we have to let every stakeholders to play their own role. For example, if you are funders of philanthropies, you can provide that kind of funding to the trusted institution that playing the role of social finance. In this case, for example, you can channel to Sedekah House even if you have trust on the impact that we create. So this is, I think, the advice towards the various agencies and
Okay.
institutions.
Okay.
Yeah.
The last advice, maybe to ASAS member and to the Syariah fraternity on how we should embrace, appreciate, and also develop this model. If you can share, because this is very ASAS podcast. Mainly, we have more than 700 members at the moment.
Mm.
And 10% of our members are non-Malaysian.
Mm.
We start to receive a lot of requests from overseas to become ASAS members. What's supposed to be another takeaway, just particularly for ASAS members on this project? Ustaz
On
Zikri?
Sedekah House and social finance, yeah.
Yes.
I would say when we talk about social finance, it's not only about finance and it's not only about Sharia.
Okay.
It requires multidiscipline of knowledge, experience to be adopted.
Yeah.
We started to explore on the behavioral science
Yes.
to understand our target segment, how to bring them to the greater or higher level.
Yes.
Why this kind of people they have resistance to change,
Okay.
for example. So we need to understand this segment.
Yeah.
So behavioral science, digital, and other things in terms of knowledge we have to apply in social finance.
Okay.
So I think for the social for the ASAS members is for us to explore this kind of knowledge beyond our typical fraternity.
Yeah.
We have to make friends with especially from the people at the ground
Okay.
that have spent their time with this target segment, so that we can understand this persona, this underbanked segment, so that we can design the intervention that really suit to them. Not we design the intervention that we want. So we need to design that suit with the target segment and that really address their problem statement.
Okay. Thank you, Ustaz. So that is also echo into what ASAS is doing at the moment. We welcome multidiscipline members because we believe that in order for us to champion or to push for Maqasid agenda, we need to have an engineers, we need to have food technologists, we need to have astronomists, we need to have colorful people beyond banking and also Sharia to drive Islamic finance to and put Islam in the real position of Rahmatan lil Alamin in general. We also now, Ustaz, if you aware that we are trying to push for some of our senior Sharia committee to become board members because we believe that having a Sharia background people in the board directors, that would also ground some Maqasid real Maqasid element along with SDG implementation. So hopefully Islamic finance will draw more different criteria than the conventional finance. Hopefully something that we always wish to have, the element of social finance in the real financial industry will come in, and this will bring Islamic finance to the closer real economic activities, inshallah.
Inshallah.
So thank you very much for your time.
May Allah ease all the endeavors and initiative by ASAS.
Inshallah. Thank you very much and well done to Ustaz Zikri and your team. So hopefully you can continue to share, to remind us, as well as to pave the way for more people to endeavor in this area. So thank you very much to all the audience, to all the viewers and also listeners. Hopefully we can explore more ideas or more concept about Sedekah House. Please visit Sedekah House and also get a copy of this Sedekah House annual report so that we can understand more, insyaAllah. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Thank you.
Waalaikumsalam.